Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to class tonight. Tonight, we are going to be doing a seller template. So once you have logged into your transaction desk, come over to the left-hand side, click on the second to bottom icon, click on transaction templates. And if this is your first time doing a template, go ahead and click on the add plus sign. And you want to name the template whatever is going to remind you that this is the template you use when you work with the seller. My template is listing contract traditional listing. The type is going to be residential listing. And if you choose to, you can go ahead and put a description here. Go ahead and save that. I'm not going to save mine, however, because I don't want a duplicate. Once you have saved it, it'll take you to this screen. Scroll down and click on Forms. Now you won't have any forms in your file, so you would click on the Add button over here, and you would click a keyword such as lead base. So if you do lead, it's going to pull up any addendum that has lead. If you click on the circle and hit the Add button, it's going to add the form over here. Again, I don't want to do a duplicate, so I'm not going to add it. And then you can just go down the list and search for the other forms. By clicking in the circle, it'll continue to add it to your basket. So let's go ahead and go down the list of what forms you want to add. This doesn't mean that you're going to use these forms every single time when you work with a seller. It just means that these are going to be most common forms when representing a seller. Lead-based paint hazard disclosure sales, wire fraud advisory, market conditions advisory, residential seller property disclosure statement, otherwise known as SPUDS, HOA condominium planned community addendum, sold change form, on-site wastewater treatment facility addendum, consent to limited representation, listing contract addendum. Quick note, this form is more than likely the one that you need most other than sold change. This is the old form. We don't really see it being used anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and delete it. You can add it if you want to, but again, I'm not seeing it used often. It's been replaced with listing contract addendum. Exclusive right to sell. Revise. This is the most current revision. Just make sure you have this one. Lead-based paint hazard and disclosure sale. Ooh, looks like I've got that duplicated twice. I think I added that when I was doing my last training class. Let me go ahead and delete these real quick. Wire fraud advisory, we also already had. Market conditions, I already had. And that's a duplicate as well. Okay, perfect. And then last but not least, real estate agency disclosure and election seller. So again, these are the forms that you want to go ahead and add here in the add plus sign. Once you've added them, there's only two forms that we're going to add content to, because these are the two forms that you're going to use from listing contract to listing contract. So the information that we're going to add here is going to carry over. So once you create a new contract or a new file, transaction in TransactionDesk, and you choose listing contract, this information is going to auto-populate on the form. So first, the real estate agency disclosure. Line 1, put ProSmart Realty. Line 2, put your name if you're on a team and you have a team lead, you can add their name here. Otherwise, leave it blank. Scroll down and you're going to choose box 56 and box 57, and then on line 60, choose seller. That is all you have to mark up on this form. Go ahead and scroll up to the top, the circle and the X, save and exit. Go back to forms. Click on exclusive right to sell / rent. Okay, line 3, you're going to put ProSmart Realty. Line 4, put your name. And again, if you have a team lead, you put their name there. Otherwise, leave it blank. Scroll down to line 16, check sell. Scroll down to line 46, check sale. And of course, we want to always try to get 3%. So go ahead and put 3% in there. It's very easy to change this when you actually get a listing and you're doing the paperwork, but you don't want to miss it. So I would just automatically put 3 in there. Line 48, check owner agrees to pay a listing broker additional compensation of X amount. Again, this is optional, but if you're going to do an unrepresented buyer and you're doing all the work, why not ask for the seller to give you compensation? This is all negotiable. So even though we're putting it on our template, you can change it later. Line 50, check owner does authorize a listing broker to communicate owner's willingness to potentially compensate a prospective buyer broker compensation. Or do they not want you to authorize that? Regardless, notice that there's no set amount in here because the buyer's agent is now required to put in an SCA with their offer, and then the seller has the option to pay it or not pay it. So most sellers are giving you the option to communicate it. Scroll down to line 169, check is. 173, check does. 181, check is. 187, check is. 193, check accept backup offers and withhold verbal offers. Again, you can check the other option, but these are the most common options that sellers authorize us to do. For example, we have the option to put up a sign. We have the option to take photos and put it on the internet. We have the ability to put on a lockbox. Do we have the right to communicate that other offers are on the table? Are the sellers going to accept a backup offer, and are we withholding verbal offers? Again, those are just the most common options that sellers go with, hence why I'm checking them. Scroll down. Line 322, put we serve. You may not be a member of the we serve. You might be a member of a different association. Whatever you're a member of, this is what you put there. Line 325, put your name. 326, put ProSmart Realty. Line 327, put your name. And line 328, your email. Once you are done, go up to the top, save and exit. And those are the only 2 forms that we can really do any editing to because the other ones are going to be property specific. So that is tonight's training class. Please let me know if you have any other questions. And if not, have a great evening. I will talk to you all soon.